There is only one war that matters. The Great War. And it is here.
So now there are 2 teasers for Season 7 that ended in the eye of a blue-eyed giant.
Some believe the sky is blue because we live inside the eye of a blue-eyed giant.
Score 1 for Oberyn and Old Nan. First things first, this baby giraffe is fucking adorable. I was at the VA hospital last weekend with my best friend, and I watched that calf's birth. Anyway, I finished the King of the North block of videos a while ago, and obviously, I will be switching focus to another monarch in Game of Thrones, who in Season 7 is sporting her brother Rhaegar's look. Before I go on, let me thank my patrons. You are all my blood riders, but only the brave few can ride a dragon. Lagudu, my first sword, and Anansi too. If you would also like to become a patron and help support my channel, the link is in the description. Patrons who pledge $3 or more a month will gain early access to many of my videos as soon as I upload them. Or if you prefer not to become a patron, but still want to support my channel, there's a button on the main page to donate directly through YouTube. Every dollar helps. Additionally, anyone visiting my Patreon page can see any of the rewinds I have already finished. Right now that includes the final version of my rewind for Bronn, and 3 more unpublished rewinds featuring characters related to the Dragon Queen. My next video, which is already up on Patreon, will be my rewind for the dragons themselves. I think the first 10 minutes of that video are a brief history of the dragons in the series, and then of course all the scenes of the dragons in the show. But if you live in the US territories, Water Tower Music blocked that video for the song that Daenerys and the Armada sail away to. I'll have a link to the original version of that video in the description or in the comments, but I recommend not watching that video on your phone, because it has no translations for Dothraki or High and Low Valyrian, which is particularly annoying for the scenes in Astapor. Again, that's an issue if you live in the US territories. Puerto Rico, Guam, Virgin Islands, American Samoa. Nothing you have to worry about if you live in the States. The other 2 rewinds I have up on Patreon are Missandei and Grey Worm, which is 1 video, and the other is for Varys. So those links are on my Patreon, and you can watch them now if you want. The other rewinds in this block are an updated Hizdahr Lorak, Daario Naharis, and this guy. Outside of the rewinds, Magic Part 3, which looks at Kingsblood, should be coming soon. A video looking at Young Griff should be out around the time of the Varys rewind. A political video. The last 2 videos I want out in this block are on a series I want to start. One of those videos is an introduction, the other is the first episode of that series. The second episode should be my last video before Season 7. So that's all the videos I want up. At some point we should be getting a trailer for Season 7, so I might do a video on that. But first I want to talk about the promo photos for Season 7 that were released recently. I would expect all these photos are from Episode 1, and none of them are all that spoilery, except for the first one. This picture has Cersei Lannister on the Iron Throne, with Sir Jaime standing guard. The reason this is spoilery is because Jaime Lannister has a Valyrian steel sword. Sir Jaime has Widow's Wail. This is the second sword forged from Ned Stark's ice. The one Joffrey used to tear up Tyrion's book, The Lives of 4 Kings, that he gave his nephew as a wedding gift. The second picture is of the most loyal and least loyal lords of the King of the North. The third picture is of Sir Davos Seaworth. He appears to be conducting the affairs of state. The fourth picture is of Sam and Gilly in the Citadel researching things related to the White Walkers. Gilly is reading a page of A World of Ice and Fire from the section entitled The Long Night. The text she has reads, "It is also written that there are annals in Asshai of such a darkness, and of a hero who fought against it with a red sword. His deeds are said to have been performed before the rise of Valyria, in the earliest age when Old Gi was first forming its empire. This legend has spread west from Asshai, and the followers of R'hllor claim that this hero was named Azor Ahai, and prophesy his return. In the Jade Compendium, Kalaquovatar recounts a curious legend from UT, which states that the sun, and that's the end of Gilly's page. The curious legend at the end was that the sun hid its face from the earth for a lifetime, ashamed at something none could discover, and that disaster was averted only by the deeds of a woman with a monkey's tail. Yeah, I don't know. The fifth picture is of Mira dragging Bran to the wall. Again, I suspect that all these photos are from the first episode, so this shouldn't be surprising. The sixth picture is of Tormund and Brienne of Tarth. The seventh picture is of Littlefinger and Sansa. Littlefinger's probably sowing chaos, as he always does. The eighth picture is of the Hound in the north. I'm guessing he's with the Brotherhood Without Banners, as Thoros of Myr and Beric Dondarrion asked the Hound to join them traveling north to fight the White Walkers at the end of Season 6.
Cold winds are rising in the north.
And you're going to go stop them.
Good and bad, young and old. The things we're fighting will destroy them all alike. You can still help a lot more than you've harmed, Clegane. It's not too late for you.
The ninth picture, of course, is the King of the North in the crypts of Winterfell. This is an interesting photo for book readers, because Jon often dreams of the crypts, with ghosts calling him down there, and with him shouting that he can't because he's not a Stark. It is not clear whose burial he's visiting. Maybe Ned, maybe Rickon, maybe Robb's remains finally came home. In the 10th picture, we see Arya at an inn, or perhaps a Great Lord's hall. The 11th picture is of Queen Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen at Dragonstone, her family's original castle Westeros, where King Stannis Baratheon once resided, and Daenerys is once again sporting the Rhaegar Targaryen look. The 12th is Varys' new outfit. The 13th is Missandei with a circular silver pen, where 3 dragons are eating each other's tails. The 14th is Tyrion with a silver Hand of the Queen pen, obviously different from the one he received in Meereen, but it'll probably never be addressed. The last photo is of the Queen's whole gang, probably looking at Dragonstone for the first time. Anyway, thanks for watching, liking, and commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I'll be back with more videos soon.